our next and final speaker for today. That is going to be Carol Hydresco. Carol has been involved with health and fitness programs since the early 1990s. She completed her first instructor training in 1993. She served 10 years as an off-campus community education instructor for Palomar College. She has taught for several local gym facilities, YMCA, senior centers, and private residential communities. Moving into working with active older adults has been a very rewarding and satisfying part of her continued commitment to healthy living. Although Carol admits she still has a dream to expand her work to include equine therapy methods, there's much more to study, learn, give, and receive right where she is. So please join me in welcoming Carol.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much on behalf of all of us. I put a lot of work into that, and that would not be me that much, but my two students here who I'd like to introduce. This is Carol. I can't use a hand. I'm going to use my playground voice. I'm going to ask crosstalk to a minimum, just for a little bit. We're not going to be here that long, so you keep your attention. I hope to be able to share some things with you, with my students from my 945 class. This is Carol Paper, and this is Audrey Ingridson. So give them a round of applause for coming up to the stage. Thank you very much. All right, obviously there's a lot of information available about fall prevention. We are dedicated to fall prevention in the fitness industry. You have one of these in your bag that you got. This is a great handout to summarize a lot of the things that what we're going to show in some of our strategies will support positive outcomes from what you read in here. All right? How many of you have had a fall within the last year? Okay? All right. So it happens, right? What we want to do is get back on our feet and do as much as we can to prevent another one from happening, or at least minimize the damage. Okay? So what we're going to do today, my group here, is going to show some strategies and some movements that can help you. These are movements that we use in the Positively Fit classes that we have here. I'm the instructor there. These are some students. We meet at 8:30 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we meet on Monday, Friday, 9:45 to 10:45. So you would see a larger venue in those classrooms. But these will show you some target points that are going to benefit you to be proactive about preventing falls. Okay? So we're going to start. Number one, always safety, right? Distraction, objects. Quick and easy way to fall. From that point, we always make sure our equipment is stowed appropriately under the chair or out of the way. We always check with that before we continue. So I'm just going to ask Carol and Audrey to pick up the ball, and all we're going to do is just something real simple. We're just going to walk forward and back and carry the ball on our hip. You want your ears over your shoulders over your hips, and your hips over your heels. Just back it up. All right? Good. Now you can put the ball on the other hip. Now I know you're thinking, how easy is that? I can do that. All right? Yeah. So far, so good. All right, and now we're going to add a little option. We're just going to move the ball up and down. Now the point here is to work your peripheral vision. That's the vision I call the motorcyclist lane, the one at the side of your eye. I'm looking straight ahead, but I can still see the object clearly. All right? Whether you're in a car, driving, or a passenger, or in a crowded place, you want to see what's going on around you. Now, we're going to add the ball toss if you're ready. Just a few steps to show you. So we're giving a little bit more intensity to the work. Right, asking our mind and our body to work together, keeping the focus, keeping the body tall, and breathing. How many of you enjoy breathing? Put your hand in the air. Thank you. So do we. All right? Is it important in your everyday life? Yes, indeed. Okay, so we're just going to roll this ball around here, take a break, and come back to center. Good job. All right, let's move a little bit differently. Now, we're going to turn sideways. We're going to face the wall. We're going to put the ball on the hip, and you're going to take an easy lateral strategy. All you're going to do is sidestep. It's important to maintain your posture. That's extremely important. Again, can you remember what the cues are? Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over heels. You get 2 H's on the bottom. Okay, good. Now let's add some activity here. Let's toss the ball. Okay. And one more back. Good. One hand behind, if you can tolerate. Some of us might need a hand out for a balance lever. And hold it. Now, coming and moving on into another position. So you can see what we're going to add is the third piece. We're going to just move the ball up and down, but we're going to turn our head while we walk. Okay? So you see we're complicating our brain and body movements, but we're actually training to move the body safely in all directions. Okay? Good. All right, we're going to hold it there. So far, so good? How many of you say so far, so good? All right, good. Are you just being nice? No? Okay, good. All right, moving along. Now, here's one of our all-time favorites. Remember, this chair is a prop, not an obstacle. So you need to learn how to use it properly so you don't trip on it or fall off it. How many of you think because you're seated, you won't fall? Be honest. Nobody? Yeah, but you have a tendency to think I'm sitting down so I'm safe. Is that really true? No. It's not. So you got to play the game all the time. So here we are. What we're going to do here is see if you can see some of my feet. You might be able to see up here a little bit more. I know the tables are hard. You're going to put your heel at the base of your big toe. We're going to put balance levers out to the side, postures aligned, and you're going to walk like you have snowshoes on. This is called semi-tandem. It's a great position to practice. A good way to practice is on a safe surface with a hand up against the wall. All right, you get better at it, you can take the hand down. Now, if you're feeling really frisky, you can put one foot directly behind each other. And I said several prayers that I would not fall down when I showed you this, okay? So, here we go. Easy walk. Okay, I'm walking the tightrope. Walking the tightrope. And hold it right there. We're going to take 4 squats. All right? So I'm challenging my strength, which is a foundational principle of balance. I'm balancing. Good. Step back, other foot, and do it again. Right? Simple strategies. Repetition and consistency in your workout is going to help you reach your goal to have better stability and to be more aware to prevent falls. Good. Thank you, Martina. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to lay the band on the floor. How many of you seen this band before or something like it? Yeah? Is it at home wrapped around something and never used, or do you use it? Yeah? Okay, it's great for suitcases, by the way. I will let you know that. All right? You're going to lay the band on the floor. It's going to be straight across. We're going to pick up our ball again. Now I'm checking environment, right? I want to make sure 360. 360. Right? All right. So now I'm just going to lead off on my left foot. And I'm going to pick my feet up like I'm stepping over a log. It is extremely important to use your whole foot surface when you step. We have a tendency to dance on our toes or our heels or roll our feet. And then change. Other lead, please. Picking up and stepping over. Simple enough. Reminding ourselves our foot needs to come off the floor in a flat position so that we don't trip on our toes. Okay? And then hold right there. Good. Now let's go ahead and add the ball toss to it. All right, so here we go. Simple props, simple movements. Brain is saying, I think this is starting to get fun. Did your brain say that? What do you mean, no? One more. Good. And then we're going to step over the other side and just toss over here. Now, do I have to toss the ball, or can I just move it up and down on my peripheral vision line? Quiz. I can do both. That is correct. Thank you to the man in the back who knows all the answers. Excellent. All right, good. Now, we're going to take that lateral work and we're going to keep it. Audrey, watch your chair. Here we go. Stepping over. Stepping over. Now, we have really large muscle groups from the navel down, so we need to give them a good workout. So that's why we encourage to learn to pick up with strength. Keep in balance, keep in posture, and what? Breathing. Thank you, I heard it. And then hold. Now, we're going to add this other side, and we're going to walk the band. Please remember, we don't only move forward in our lives when we're mobile, right? You have to be able to go forward, back, and side to side. So this helps train that so you have confidence. Is it necessary to have confidence when you move so that you stay upright? Yeah? Good. Okay. Good. And hold it right. Pause for the few All right, good. Moving on. Let's go ahead. And we're going to go ahead and Audrey and Carol are going to partner up. This is going to simulate being in a crowd. What's one thing you do not want to do if you and a friend are out and neither of you feels real comfortable in a crowd? Do you want to hold on to each other? Think about it. No, you don't. Lady in the front. Why? Right, because if one of you goes down, it's a pile of puppies, right? Okay, you don't need a pile of puppies. Okay, so I'm going to let these two nice people show you how this works. You're just going to stand over. Notice one hand behind them. They're not touching, but they're very close together. All right? Good. And hold right there. They're now going to shift their position so they can lead off on the other side. Right? Leading off on the other side. Nice chin position. Notice ears to shoulders, shoulders to hips, hips to heel. Chin parallel to the floor. If you drop your head, your body will follow it. Okay? So you've got to walk upright. Good. And hold right there. Now one forward and one back. Okay, now we're shifting another position. Okay, notice how they're changing arms in ball position. Right? They're carrying an object. How many of you, when you go out, have things in your hands? Yeah? Sometimes too many, huh? Yeah? Okay, so there's another situation for you right there. All right, good. Give the ball down. Okay, that's the glory one at the end. Okay, come on, we're going to take it to the chair. Okay? You will need to stand. Now, please understand that some of the things we're showing standing can be translated to a seated position. This is just hip pendulum. So all we're doing is making sure things are safe around the chair, and we're just moving. Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving quickly through a lot of this. There's more time and energy in an hour class to present this. So we're only going to show one side, but make sure that you know that we do both. Coming to a knee lift right here. I like to use a hand at the hip crest here so that you have a goal to reach. Notice my foot, heel underneath the knees, same with Carol and Audrey. Right? Carrying a flat foot, put the foot on a box. And hold it there. Now we're going to show supported hip hinge. Toe box to the floor, and you gently open. Is it okay if when I start out, I can only go that far? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Will I ask you to leave and never see me again? No. All right, we all have to start. So then you can take that a little higher, lay your hand to your thigh, and open. The important part here is not to swing. This is muscle work, keeping momentum at a minimum. Okay? Coming down. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and take it to the chair for a moment. We're going to come here with our weights. Okay, another quiz. What is this section of your body called?
Dorsal.
Yes, it's the core. It's not just your six-pack, three-pack for ladies, six-pack for men. That's because we drink light beer. That's about it. It's also your back. Okay? So we're coming here. So we need to keep that core strong. We're going to put this flat-footed, crossing here for 4 repetitions. All right? Notice that 3 of us are seated on the end of the chair. That means we're taking responsibility. I know, I'm coming over. Let me finish this part. All right, good. See, what happens is, I'm one of those people that have done this so long, you put me up front. It's like the doors are locked and they're all mine. All right, good. Sit tall, turn. 1. My toes are off the floor.
What does that accomplish without the toe touch?
Without the toes down, make you tighten up because you don't have your whole foot to rely on at the floor. Okay, that's a good question. So this is causing me to be more active with my attention as I do this. And then hold it here, toes down, and forward. 1, and 2, and 3. Good. Coming up. All right. Let's go here. Now, I'm going to do this one as the last one. In your brochure from AIS, I think it shows that chair stands and sits are the big one. I know, I'm getting out of here.
No, you're good.
No.
I just wanted to see what time it was. That was.
Oh, sure, right.
Walking the balance.
Okay, so, chair stands, coming down. You can cross here. And have your hands over here, no weights, no props. And just stand all the way up. I'm going to sit all the way down. Right? We're going to do 2 more. Just so you know, this is the movement that I do believe is in the revised AIS paperwork. Okay? This is a good one. All right? Now, if you're not able to do that, you want to ease back in the chair. Caterpillar crawl. So you're just going to walk it out. Notice I'm not throwing my body like this. Why would I not want to throw my body like that? Where would that take me? Probably to the floor. Okay? All right? You can come out to the edge. And then you're just going to squeeze your butt. When we squeeze your butt in my class, all the wrinkles go out of your face. That's how it ought to be. Okay? We make change in the back for a $100 bill. All right, so here you go. We're going to close our eyes because we look really silly when we do this. All right, so we're squeezing. Double, double, double. Now just right cheek only. Remember, we want to be able to isolate sides of the body too. And if I'm shaking a little bit, that's because I just taught 2.5 hours of classroom before I got here. So there you go. Hold it there, double, and a double, and a right, and a left, and a left, and a right, and a double, and a double. So, my time is more than up. I want to thank you for your attention. And the last thing I want to do is encourage you to get out and do what you can. We would love to have you come visit our classrooms. I have information here. I have some other information for those of you who might want a little bit additional information with what we did. So thank you very much. I applaud all of you for coming today.